I can use move, of course, just to do simple ordinary shapes. I've moved to a different template. I've moved to the standard millimeter woodworking one, which is what I use for making small things. I'm going to take the camera and I'm going to look down from the top. What I want to do is I want to make a base for a mobile phone holder, and I'm going to put a line on first, and the line is there just to give me a guide. So I'm going to give that 80 by 80, and this time it's millimeters. Okay, now see immediately it's very, very small, so I need to zoom right in on that. So if I hold the magnifying glass right over it, I'm fine. And I want to make a triangular shape, so I'm going to draw some lines. If I go along here, eventually it'll stop and tell me I'm at the midpoint. Great. And I want to go to the midpoint of this line. So again, if I move around, eventually it's going to say you're at the edge, you're at the midpoint, which should be somewhere around there. Quite what I'm doing the midpoint, I don't know. I'm going to guess that actually the colour change. I'm going to undo that edit. Maybe do it the other way around. Midpoint to that line. And the front here I'm going to make into a big curve, and I'm going to do that with this arc tool. So I draw a line from there to there and then pull it forward again to the midpoint, so it makes a nice half circle. And that's the basic shape I want my base to be. Now obviously the square I used to help me get things the right size, I can now remove. Now obviously what I want to do is I want now this to come up but have nice sloping sides. So I could now try and draw exactly the same shape inside here and then use move to pull it up. Well, I don't need to draw the same shape. I can use this tool here, which should come up and tell me what it is. Okay, it's actually the offset tool. It doesn't seem to want to tell us it's an offset tool. If I click on that edge and pull inwards, it now draws a line inside the other one. So I undo that. So click on the offset tool, click on the line and move inwards, and obviously I can tell it how far in I want it to go. So I'm going to ask it to go in by 10 millimeters, and there it is. Now if I now take the camera and go to an isometric view, the same as we've seen before, if I select that top shape, I click on move and I hold down the Alt button and drag it up, then it will move up in the right direction, and I can say I want that to be, I don't know, about 10 millimeters thick or whatever it is I want it to be. It can also be quite fun, this, because you actually don't quite have enough hands to do it with. And that again, if I look around at that, if I rotate it, that's done the shape I wanted quite nicely. Okay, so I've now got a nice curvy shape. If it hadn't quite done the shape that I wanted, again I could have used extra lines, drawn extra lines with the pencil to control exactly how it draws the shape. Okay, but I quite like that shape as it is. Again, it's a nice simple shape with not too many points, so it'll tend to do okay. It's only when you get really complicated shapes it sometimes won't guess very well.